Hey guys. Um, Bit of an unprofessional video. Uh, You'll have to excuse the mess. My wife and I are going through some stuff and cleaning up our apartment. But I've been putting this video off for a long time, and I figured it's probably time that I make it. So while I have the courage and while I have the time, I'm just gonna do it. Messy hair and messy apartment and all. With the washing machine going while I'm sitting on the couch. Just a video, you and me, just talking. Now, while this topic is going to be sort of towards Star Wars and all that stuff, it doesn't necessarily have anything to do with the recent material that was released, with the Acolyte or anything like that. In all honesty, I haven't seen it. I can't form an opinion. You guys just have to deal with this little anime-esque hair here. Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna have to say it. I have tried for a long time to stay away from the negativity of Star Wars, trying to keep things positive on my channel, try to keep the hope and the excitement alive, just base it on all of us enjoying lightsabers, enjoying what they mean to all of us, and enjoying what Star Wars means to all of us. Because ever since I was probably 5 years old and I got to see A New Hope, Star Wars has been my life. It's meant everything to me. It's been my whole personality. I remember when I went to a friend's place one time, and they were laughing because when they said that they were going to have me over, their parent went, "Oh, the Star Wars kid." So that's been me. Man, you guys are going to be hearing everything going on. The AC just turned on. I'm so sorry. Okay. But lately, I've felt unwelcome in the Star Wars fan base. Not because of the fans that I've interacted with, not because of anyone who's come on my channel. You all have been wonderful, and I love my subscribers so much. You all are fantastic, and the fact that I've grown to a little over 3K is insane to me. I know that's very little for most people, but to me that's a lot. But I've felt unwelcome by Disney. Being an OG Star Wars fan and having my own opinions on the stuff that they've released. Like, I didn't like The Last Jedi. I know, it's such a crazy opinion. There's so many people that, I don't know. But I didn't like it. I felt like it wasn't a good continuation of the story. Perhaps it's a good movie on its own. That's great, but when I go in to watch it, it's always as a sequel to to The Force Awakens, and I didn't feel like it accomplished that. Um, I am a huge proponent for subversion of expectation, and I felt like it went too far. And then seeing The Rise of Skywalker, the visual of it all is fantastic, but I felt like it was just trying to catch up, and that it wasn't a good sequel to The Last Jedi. It felt like it was two directors trying to fight for their own story. And I get that it's happened now. There's no going back, and that's okay. I just didn't like it, and it made me really sad. And it makes me really sad whenever I'm going to watch the movies. I took 4 months off of watching Star Wars, anything, and I just tried watching A New Hope again, and it made me sad because I knew where it was leading. And it's hard being someone who liked Star Wars and now coming into things and saying, well, I didn't like this and I felt like this could have been done better. I think that there are fantastic things in all of the Star Wars media that's been released. I think that there are parts that are wonderful, such as with The Last Jedi. One thing that I can pick out is I really liked the beginning scene with Poe Dameron and him trying to poke fun at General Hux. I thought that was fantastic. I really liked the scene with Rey going into the kind of center of the dark side energy of the island. I thought that was really cool. But I felt that the handling of Luke Skywalker could have been done better. I felt that Finn should have had a much bigger role in the film. Just in the trilogy as a whole. I mean, the way that they were building him up in The Force Awakens, I was really excited to see him and Rey be bigger characters in the franchise, and I felt that Finn they did nothing with, and Rey they didn't. I mean, Finn they ended up making him just a laughing stock, and for Rey I feel like they did a disservice to her character. I mean, I was a huge fan of Finn and Rey from The Force Awakens. I love that movie. I think that it's really good. Of course, towards the end of the film, there's a lot of stuff that I didn't really like Starkiller Base. I wasn't a huge fan of that being the main point of contention. I wasn't a huge fan of the final fight with Kylo and Rey. Yeah. And then with Rise of Skywalker, I really liked the whole thing with Exegol. I mean, the fact that I'm able to remember some of these names shows you that I've really thought about all of this stuff and have seen the movies quite a few times. I really liked the part where Darth Sidious is shooting Force lightning into the sky, but I didn't like how they brought him back. I didn't like how they killed him off. I felt that it was a disservice to the story. If they were going to bring Palpatine back, it should have been a thing that was alluded to throughout the entire trilogy. But again, it felt like something that no one was talking to each other. even in the more recent stuff. I love The Bad Batch, love Clone Wars Season 7. I think it's probably some of the best Star Wars media. The last part of Season 7 is some of the best Star Wars media that we have. The Kenobi series should have been a movie. It was very... I felt like there was things that didn't need to happen that did. It was very stretched. But I really liked the fight scene between Obi-Wan and Darth Vader. I really liked the relationship between Obi-Wan and Leia. I actually liked, what's her name? Reva. I thought that she could have been done better. I just didn't like how they did her character. I liked the concept of her, but I didn't like the execution. Let's see. Andor, I felt was a really good story off of the Star Wars we know. I felt like it was a great series that... Did I say movie earlier? I meant series. I felt like it was a great series that could bring in people that normally wouldn't have liked Star Wars and bring them into the fan base while also giving normal Star Wars fans something really cool to watch. I thought that was a really great take on the rebellion and what it truly meant to be the rebellion and what it took to... what some people felt like it took to fight the Empire. At the same time, I felt like it lost some of the sparkle of Star Wars. And like didn't really have that same feel, but at the same time I don't think that it was meant to. Bad Batch, I think I already talked about that, said that was great. Mandalorian, absolutely loved season 1 and 2. Great show. But season 3 I felt fell flat. Towards the end, I really enjoyed season 3 as a whole, but I felt like the last 2 episodes kind of fell flat. But I liked how it ended. Let's see. And I don't agree what people say that Mandalorian wasn't a main character in season 3. I felt like he definitely was. Just wasn't towards the end of season 3. I feel like that really sticks with people. The beginning and endings. Boba Fett, I felt, was a great concept, and I felt like they filmed it to be a really good Boba Fett show, but got lost in the editing process. Because if you actually look at the stuff that he does in the series, he's very ruthless. He will kill if you bother him. And I think that it really still holds on to Boba Fett's character. However, in the editing, I felt that they kind of had that fall flat. Because they gave it a much warmer tone, which, again, it's on Tatooine, but we've seen Tatooine done in a much colder sense, and it works. In a much colder tone, and it works. Also, they didn't emphasize when those moments of ruthlessness happen. And I felt that they could have put more emphasis on him being injured, and show that a bit more rather than having him look normal. So then when he ends up getting beat up, then he looks weaker than he actually is. Again, a good idea, bad execution. The media isn't the problem. What's the problem is what's being said. I mean, all of these things about, like, women not liking Star Wars before Star Wars was sold to Disney. Not true. Not at all true. This fan base has been so diverse ever since it was made. I mean, there are so many examples just in my life of like people of all walks of life who love Star Wars. I feel like Disney has come in and seen Star Wars as something to change, and they don't realize that they're losing their fan base without actually making content. I don't know. I could get into it, but I don't like to be negative, especially in front of all of you guys. But that's the thing is, I have put away most of my Star Wars displays. Because I can't do this anymore. I started taking out my action figures. I've got 450 action figures. And I've started taking them out and sorting them like I've done so many times before. And I stopped to make this. I never stop. I always do it until it's done. But putting them out, I felt this weight on my chest. And I've been really trying not to address it and trying to kind of put it aside. Because I can't. It just hurts so bad when something you have loved all your life doesn't want you there anymore. I know that there's going to be comments confirming just that, saying they don't want me anymore. And I've seen what people have done with Star Wars Theory. And saying how toxic of a fan he is, and news channels picking him up and throwing him under the bus. So then people who are only consuming Disney and their opinions on that kind of stuff can, I don't know. I mean, you guys will be able to see my Luke Skywalker display. And I have that up just because it, I don't know, gives me hope that someday things will change. But I don't know. I don't know if they ever will. Because it's not about what they're making. There's so many things that Disney has brought out recently that I thoroughly enjoy. I mean, Luca is one of my favorite Disney movies of all time. It's fantastic. It's just about what's being said and how people are being treated, and that's not something I want to be a part of. So all of this to say, I want to come back to YouTube. I really do. YouTube has been such a huge part of my life for so long, and I love it. I love making videos. I love doing this, but the passion is gone to make it how I was. I needed to take a break. I needed to figure out what I really wanted. And I think now I know. And I just needed to make this video. And now I have. So, I mean, there are people who have put out emails to me to ask if I could review their lightsabers, and I haven't responded because I can't. I can't do Kyber collections anymore. If I were to, if you guys still want that, then it would have to be under something different. It would have to be under a YouTube channel that I'm free to do whatever kind of content I want. And I hate doing that to you guys because I know how hard it is when a YouTube channel changes their entire thing. And I know that's why half of you are here. But I can't be Kyber Collections anymore. I just can't do it. Because the passion isn't there anymore. The excitement isn't there anymore. The love for Star Wars is gone. And I need time to be able to be a fan alone. So, what am I going to do then? Well, I have a few different ideas of changes that I might try doing to the channel. How to rebrand. I know a few of you guys saw Trey Kenneth. It used to be Trey Vidman. I've got another idea, but we'll see. What I'd love to do is commentary videos, gaming videos, just having fun. I'd love to continue to do reviews, and if that includes lightsabers sometimes, fantastic. But that's not going to be a mainstay of the channel anymore. Travel videos, my wife and I would love to do that. She's going to start getting into YouTube soon. But I just need to be able to enjoy life outside of this. Because as much as I love these, they don't mean as much to me as they used to. And that's really hard to say. So I hope you guys stick around. I'm going to be doing a lot of long form videos. Because for one, I hate editing. I can do it fairly well, but I just hate it. So you guys might be seeing some live streams that will turn into videos. I think that's probably what I'll do for the main part of everything. But yeah, and then you guys might see some shorter form videos. I want to start using shorts more, especially because it's summer. That's such a bad joke. But yeah, I want to just have fun with it, and I hope that you guys come along with the ride. I hope you guys are here because you like me and not just because you like the lightsabers. But if that is the case, then I understand. And I hope you guys are able to find what you're looking for. But know that this is still a safe place. None of what I have said is meant to make anyone else's opinion feel less than. But I just needed to share mine and share where I'm at as a fan. Yeah. It's hard out there right now, man. But you know, we have to keep up hope that someday something will come along. Oh, I completely forgot to say this. I wrote a book in the time off. It's not published yet, but it's a sci-fi novel called Arcane Alloy. You guys will be seeing stuff coming up from that. I'll probably post. I'm planning on making trailers for it. I don't know if that's gonna be something cool, but I'll probably be posting those on here. But yeah, it's a sci-fi novel about how 300 years in the future, magic has taken over for technology. And yeah, it's it's really hard to describe. But you guys will be seeing stuff coming up for that. I don't know if I've posted anything for it on my Kyber Collections Instagram, but I will. I will post things for it. So keep an eye out for that. That's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a trilogy of books right now. It might be 5 books, but I'm not sure. I've got a lot of spin-off books planned for it. So keep an eye out. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be really cool. I'm really trying to make a story with heart. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, so keep an eye out for that. Are there any other projects that I have going on? Oh, I'm making music. So keep an eye out for that. I've got, you guys can see some of my old music in my older videos. I've also got, I think I've got 2 singles coming out. One is called Skeleton, Good Little Skeleton, and then one is called oh my gosh, I'm gonna forget the name. Oh, Home. Man, I don't know why that took me forever. Jeez. But yeah, so I've got music coming out. I've got a book coming out. I'm working on the sequel for that right now. I've finished writing the book. Finishing the cover for it. And so I'm going to be making trailers, I'm going to be making posts. I've got an Instagram that I'm putting together for it. Man, I feel like there's so many other projects that I have going on, but I can't think of any. I'm going to be changing the channel around. So yeah, I've got a lot of stuff in the works. It's crazy. Life is crazy right now. I've been performing music at places, and it's been awesome. But life's been good. I just needed to come out, get this off my chest, come to you guys and let you know what's going on. and keep you guys in the loop where I'm at. And yeah, so I guess we'll finish it out in the last time of how it has been before. Um, just so you guys can keep an eye out, the new channel name I'm thinking of doing is Teddy.mov. So it'll either be Trey Kenneth, Trey Vidman, or Teddy.mov. So that's TED-3.mov. So keep an eye out, and I'll see you guys there. None of my other videos are going to be going away. Just need a change. So comment down below. I'd really love some encouragement with where things are going. Could really use some uplifting comments because right now I feel so nervous. And then just like the video, and yeah. So I hope to see you guys later. Thank you so much. May the force be with you always.